we have audio? Let's see. All right, still setting up here. I was late with good reason. Oh. I was enjoying the start of Mr. Mercedes. We live? Got it running? Stream health looks good. How do I make so many coins in 1 week? Good. 16 million? What's funny is I was at 28 million the other day. But I bought a bunch of players and sold a bunch of stuff. What beer am I drinking? Guinness. Thoughts on El Clasico? Hold on. Too many cords in my way. All right. Well, honestly, I think the match was anytime something ends in a draw like that, it's the reason why so many people here where I live talk about the sport as being uninteresting. Not that I agree with that, but it's just because when you have a match that it's like when you watch a prize fight, like a pay-per-view, and it goes all 12 rounds, and then the referees call it a score time or a scorecard. Shit, I'm trying to read here at the same time. My brain is not working. All right. Should I sell my Saka? Bought them for under 10K selling. Well, that's a 10-time markup. If you bought for under 10K and you're selling for 100K, I would sell the shit out of them. Let's see. Already got a buff coming in. All right. Thanks for the super chat. Lots of questions today. No time to head to head. You know, honestly, the last stream did so well with just some autoplay and answering questions. So I think that's where I'm going to kind of go with this tonight. We'll see how that lasts. Am I a Liverpool supporter? Wow, you must be new to the channel. Yes, absolutely. My entire life. Let's see. Coutinho, team of the week. I don't. Right now, I wouldn't invest in any of these team of the week players. The reason being is right now the market is being flooded with coins, and your value right now is the time to sell, not to buy, and it's just because of the market median is up so much that you really don't have a chance to be buying a lot of players. The only thing that I'm buying right now is Real Madrid players. And the reason being is because of the El Clasico tab being released in La Liga, the Rivals campaign, the value of these players has gone so far down. And I think it will come back once this thing is over. But that's kind of where most of the coins are right now, is in these team players. I mean, if you look at some of these, you can pick up decent elites for under 700,000. That's unheard of. You couldn't have done that. There's no way you could have gotten close to elites for under $1 million a couple of weeks ago. And I think those things will come back. I think those values will come back up. It depends on the player, though. I wouldn't buy a goalie for sure. If you see one pop up in here, that center forward Benzema, it's kind of questionable. At 700,000, when you can just buy the team of the week, no one's going to do that. But a few of these, their value, I don't know about the Rodriguez cam. Thing is slow as shit. 58 pace. But if you can find, like the Marco Asensio, that's not a bad card. 86, 85. Left wing card. Some of these at these values aren't bad. I have quite a few. I just don't want to put a whole bunch of money into it right now, just because I'm still trying to save, because I'm fighting with the internal drive to buy Mane. I really want this card. I really, 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 really want this card. 37 million. And I've been close, and I just can't get myself to spend the money. Okay, what's the next question? Okay, Suman asks, what are my thoughts on Ronaldo's goal? I mean, if you're referring to the goal where it looked like he jumped off a trampoline and headed the ball in, that... I don't know. I mean, the top of his head was about 8.5 feet up in the air. That's literally like, in my own home, we have 8-foot ceilings. That's literally like jumping up and knocking yourself out on the ceiling. I don't know how he did it. Should I sell my investments now, like Moonlight Investments? I haven't even looked at their values today to see. Okay, no. No, those, if you have the premiums, I've already sold my premiums. They went way up. But like that, like if you're seeing this right now at 106,000 is the suggested buy it now, that means I could probably unload him for about 150,000. If you were to search, so let's just see where his lowest buy it now is for a static card. $154, it looks like. What I say, 150 was where you could probably sell him. 153. There you go, 153. So I could probably unload him realistically for about 145. There's no way I would do that. I mean, I paid most of these I bought between 80 and 100,000. If I can't make at least 170, 180,000, I'm not going to dump them for those. There's a couple others. Let's see what else we got. Oh, these are... See, now that I can sell. The buy it now coming up at 145.9. That means... Let's see. That means his probably around... His lowest values, I would guess, 175. Let's see. Nope. I'm low. Okay, 180, there's a 175. I was right on market. So, if I can sell that, let's see. See, this is the way I would do that. Not that I'm concerned that that's going to unload, but if it's coming up 142.8, what I would list it is 185, 205 on a 4-hour cycle. Post it, see what happens. Because I would be okay if he was purchased at 185. That's kind of, I mean, you got 4 listed right now. The longest one out's 2 hours and 16 minutes. Depends on if the bot's going to buy it or not. Sometimes those aren't going to recycle. But if I am checking prices and I see someone pop up that is giving me a suggested price between 138 and 150, I'm going to list it and try to see if I can't sell it and see what happens. I had to relist all these. There's a 55,000 silver, 15,000, 19,000. Silvers weren't too bad today. I had to double up on all the parking lot players. I was trying to empty out 600 players to relist before this thing started, which is what I was doing before the stream started. Okay. So what do we got? Next questions. Where are we at? Good grief. You guys are talking quick. For the first time, we have an Indian team of the week. Nice. What do we got? What do I think of 1 minute pack? I'm assuming that you're referring to the Football Freeze. This one? The 1 million coin gift pack. As you can see, I haven't bought any of them. There's a reason for it. It's only because I may spend 5 million on this, but that's only if something pops up in the gift exchange that's worth my time. I haven't seen anything that's worth my time. These were just 1,500 coin. Team of the weeks. Won't even bother with it. I haven't seen anything come up in there. I mean, I think I grabbed... I'm all about the boost, so I grabbed the boost today with just the free ones. But like right here, I'm not worried about the La Liga rival points. Nobody wants that Martinez. I mean, why? Why would I want an 86 right back from Bundesliga? Nope. Now, if there was... Let's say in the master gift offer, if it popped up and it was like 3,000 boost, then I would spend 5 million coins. It just depends. Let's see. You guys see what's coming up. Okay, informed players asking to see my inventory. Let's see. What are we looking at? Most of the stuff is listed for sale. Let's look. I bought a Jamie Vardy because I grabbed one for under 5 million. Right after the thing was released. And I threw him in because I'm trying to dump the Pulisic that I bought. I paid just under 7. No, I paid 8 million for him. And if I can sell him for 11 to 13 million and take a 3 to 4 million profit and use that towards a Mane left mid, I would do it. So I've been listing him for the last couple of days. It's the bot's not buying unless they're under 11 million right now. So if I look, there's probably the cheapest one's going to be 13 million. Yeah, see 13.4. It's been that way for a couple of days. I'm not willing to go any lower than 11. And if you just keep refreshing, takes a while. But if you're paying attention and you're checking constantly, there'll be one that'll pop up for like 10.9, 11.1, which is a bot listing to cap the price. So I'm looking for a 4-hour window to be able to grab that sale. So like right now at 13 million, I've got the cheapest one. It's under there. It's under the lowest start price. So there's a chance, but I just don't know if it's going to sell or not. So what was the question? Oh, what all investments do I have? So I bought Vardy. I've still got Promes that I can get rid of. I'm just holding on to him for the time being. I picked up Hazard, but that thing's not worth anything right now. There's no value in that card. And it's because everybody got it with the Star Pass. But if you hold on to it for a while, maybe a month, that 89 rated card is going to be worth a lot more than you can sell them for right now. That doesn't mean I would suggest going out and buying a few of them, although you could. It's a high-risk investment just because Hazard's a Bundesliga left wing. I mean, it's a fast card, but let's see what they're actually going for. I haven't even looked. Oops. $1.7, 910,000. So 910, 915. I feel that's low for the card. I think I should be able to get about 1.2 million out of him in a month or a couple of weeks at least. Well, probably a month because once the Star Pass is over. But like again, it's 1.2 million is what I'm hoping to get out of him. I'm not going to buy one for 900,000 to invest in a possible 200,000 profit. That's just not the way I work. Want more profit than that. Okay. Is La Liga Rivals... God, I'm grief. I'm way behind now. Is La Liga Rival Messi worth 25,000 gems? I don't think I'll get much out of Team of the Year unless I have 50,000 gems saved. That's what Oliver's question is. I don't think Messi's worth 25,000 gems just because I was looking and I think you could buy... I know you could buy Hazard for a decent value. Where we got 38 million? 38 million, which really isn't that much. I mean, that's Mane price. 37 million for Mane. I just don't feel like those gems are worth that kind of expenditure for something that I can just go buy for 38 million. And I think that value is going to come down. Please just tell you how you make so many coins. Okay, we'll get to that. I think I'm missing a whole bunch of stuff here. Good grief. You guys are quick. Should I claim the gifts now or should I keep them for 24 to 26 when we will have hourly reset? That's a good question. I'm only using the gifts for boost unless something really, really, really important came up. But I'm not quite sure yet. I invested in Team of the Week 87 rated Cruz thinking that the price will go up in El Clasico. No, his price will not go up during El Clasico. It went up before El Clasico, which is what I was trying to explain to everybody, that if you had those Real Madrid players, their value was going to spike 24 to 48 hours before El Clasico was released. Once El Clasico releases and anybody can get them, all those Team of the Week players were going to go down. Because everybody wants to build their team before the event starts. Then once the event starts and they realize, holy crap, this stuff's cheap in the market right now, that's when the value goes up. So like if you look at the Cruz I have to sell, yeah, 923,000. He was suggesting at 1.3 million the day before. Benzema was at like 950,000. He's at like 679 now. But if you hold on to them, don't sell any of your Real Madrid players right now. This stuff is really cheap. Now's the time to buy them, not sell them. So like Bale, that's not that bad. 1.26. But I would like to get at least 1.5 or more out of him. So those I'll just be holding on to. Can you show us your squad, please? Pulsive Potato. Now that is a good handle. This is my current squad that I'm using for whatever. And I threw that Jamie Vardy in over at left wing just because he's so fast. And it's been decent. And I know everybody bitches about Weghorst being so slow, which he is. But god damn, that guy can finish a header. And still maintaining 170 chemistry with a mixed squad is pretty easy. World Tour, I actually have Henry in. Now here's why. I don't have a left wing. And that was before I threw in, who is it? Jamie Vardy. So I earned that Henry and decided to use him in the World Tour trying to take out the Man City match. And the only reason I'm using a icon is I feel like it's not cheating if I'm playing against the AI. But you'll never see me use that Henry against any other player or anything. And he'll come out once I actually get a left mid. But I had to bump him up to 90 just to be able to use him for World Tour. And then there's the squad that I've been playing around with, the Zidane campaign, which I was going to wait until I earned enough players from the Liga Rivals, but because they're so damn cheap in the market, the only one I trained was Rodrigo. I can't remember where that card started out. It was 70-something. And the rest are just purchased, and they're dirt cheap right now, so that's where the team came. Let's see. I will be PKB in the gift box. Well, I have no idea who's going to end up in the gift box. And I haven't bothered to look at EA to see if they've released a list. Does anyone know? Is there a list of the gifts? Does anybody think there is a gift list? There could be. Looks like you're going to go as high as Vardy in the one gift and high as Lauren in the other. Investing in Martinez is a good idea today? Maybe. Now, like Vardy, it was a good idea because, you know, you get him for under $5 million. I haven't looked to see what that Martinez card is going for, but let's take a look. Can you get him for under 5? I know you can get him for under 8. 7.1 million for a static for 7.1. If he was a Premier League card like Vardy was, or anyone other than an MLS player, then I would consider it. But I mean, he's just not compatible with very many players, very many teams. I mean, I know he's a program player, but he's a Thanksgiving player. It's not like he's team of the week. He's Venezuelan, and it's Major League Soccer. I just don't see that as being a very valuable card to put any money in. Now, Vardy under $5 million, that's why I bought one. The Vardy card isn't good now. I don't know. I'm digging it. It's working pretty well for me. The only problem with the Scream Team Vardy card is the chemistry on it. It's only a 15 chem card, and now that we have cards like the new UCL cards, the Wijnaldum card is giving out 19 chemistry. When you have cards giving out 19 chemistry, it's really hard to keep base players in your squad. Let's see. Informed player says I bought 3 Courtois yesterday under 4 mil. Is it worth it? Will he jump back again to 4.9? You know, honestly, that's a card that I think that's another one with the El Clasico values going down because of it. $4.3. What did you say you paid for him? Under 4? If I could find a few for under 4, I would buy them. I am way behind on this chat. I may have to skip forward a bit. Trying to answer everybody's questions, but I just won't shut up long enough to read. 4.1 million. Honestly, he's a decent card. I hate when you play against him and someone's got him trained in 95 or 96 because he seemed to save every damn thing you send his way. I don't know if I would buy it for at that rate, 4.1. I might go as, if I could get him under 4, I'd probably buy a few just to invest. But I think you're going to wait a while before you get that value to come back. Best formation to win versus attack. I still like 4-3-3 attack. That's my favorite formation. I don't have it right now only because I don't have a center attacking mid. 93 Werner is really cheap right now. I haven't looked to see where his value's coming in. He was always cheap. This Player of the Month cards just don't hold their value very much. You know, I've never seen the premium Werner. That's actually kind of a cool animation. $2.8 million. It looks like under 2.8 for that card. That's not bad. Now, I mean, if you could get him in that range, grab a few at 2.5 to 2.7 million. Do I think that's a value? Do I think that's a card that's going to turn around a profit? Yes, but it's going to be a while. I don't think you're going to see a quick turnaround. That one you might have to hold on to for a month or two. Do I think it's a good idea to buy Real Madrid gold players? It's questionable. And the reason being, the value on the gold players was so high before December because everybody needed to put together that full Real Madrid squad. But then once everyone started to flood the market with all of these elites and gold players, once you could buy a gold player for a couple of bucks in the store when the El Clasico released, it really, really cut the value down. I don't know if I would be investing in them because I think the new value is going to be elites. I don't think very many people are going to be buying the silvers now that they've flooded the market. Weghorst 90 OVR is down to 400K. If it is, I'll just buy a few right now. I haven't seen that value down that low. In fact, if there's any in my market under $1 million, I'll probably buy a few. But I don't think they're that low. No. So Jay said Weghorst 90 OVR is down to 400K. If you have that in your market, grab them. Okay, I got to skip ahead because people are getting really quick. Let's see. Show us how you make so many coins. Static Hyper asks, show us how you make so many coins. I will. Hold on 1 minute. I sold all Barca Madrid cards day before. Huge profit. Jay Carroll, huge profit. Exactly. That's why I don't have any more of my Real Madrid cards. I got rid of anybody that was showing a huge value when I could, when their value was up. Informed Player, thanks for the super chat. Bought 4 of Benzema's at 775K and sold for 1.3 12 hours before the tab released. Very smart. I did the same thing. I had 6 Benzema's, but I had picked them up for under 700,000. I didn't sell them for 1.3. I think I got one. I think the most I got out of anyone was 1.1. And that was about 20 hours before the event started. That was where a lot of it came from. Let's see, what just sold? Little ones. Dumping some silvers. Okay. Coins or Lindelof? Let's see, are you talking about in the... Okay, Freestyler 23 is asking, coins or Lindelof? Are you talking about in the Snowflake? Is that the question? Where's he at? I thought he was down here. Yes. Are you talking about going for the 90 rated center back or 4.8 million coins? I would do neither because I always go for boost. That's just me. How much money have you spent in the game? Are you talking about cash money out of my pocket, Master of Fish is asking, or are you talking about coins in the game? Best way to make coins right now. I'll get to that in a minute. I'm just trying to get caught up on the all the questions. I had no left-wing issue with the Premier League team and got Vinicius impaired with Suarez and Messi and got 170. Why do I think using an icon is cheating? Resurrective Wolf asks. Because they're non-realistic in-game players. It's just a personal pet peeve. I could argue it, but it's kind of irrational. I'm smart enough to know that it is irrational for me not to use them. I just don't like them. And I hate playing against them because it's and I know it's not that you buy the players. I mean, I've got icons. I just don't. It's just a personal thing. Play Legends 3, just one player match. Players, just Phoenix games. There is a list of the gift players floating around the internet. I assume there is. I just haven't seen one. Okay, I'm skipping ahead. If somebody asked a question and I missed it, you're going to have to ask it again. I'm skipping ahead because you guys are moving too fast for me and I don't want to miss any of this stuff. So, Alexi Sanchez says cash, he means real money. Oh, you're talking about me spending money in the game. Yes, I spent money on the first day, which I explained in a video about jumping ahead in the VIP so I could unlock the market tax. And yes, from time to time, I will spend $1 here, a couple bucks there. Usually when it's like I have bought the Star Pass just because... Oh, wait, I can claim something. Just because the amount of boost and the players that it ends up giving, it's a deal worth doing it. It's a couple of bucks a week if you plan it out. And I just budget it. But as far as FIFA points go, or... no, I don't buy FIFA points or any of that stuff. And then like this, because there are FIFA points available, 200, what do you get, 1,000? I'm just waiting until all 1,000 are unlocked. Once I get to here, I'll claim all 1,000 and then just open a pack. Probably a snowflake pack. But no, I don't buy FIFA points. As dumb as it is, I think, to be honest, I don't think I've spent a penny on a FIFA point this entire season. I will buy, like that, I will buy the Star Pass because it's a straight up purchase, but I won't buy FIFA points. I just don't do it. Yeah, J. Carroll, I only buy the pass every month. Same. I mean, it's just... Now, I will say that I did buy the... where's it at? Well, Liga Rivals. If you pay attention, you'll see that the $1.99 players for Barcelona and Real Madrid are gone because I kind of wanted to see what happened. And I got nothing and couldn't sell them for anything because I didn't buy them right away. I'm going to Lindelof path on the Snowflake. Is it worth it to go and grab one of the 84s on the way to him? Now, okay, that's a good question because here's a question. Well, only Lindelof is free to play. That's the keeps getting popped up, but nobody knows what's free to play. Nobody knows anything about freeze, which is why I haven't released a video on it. There's no point in it. Freeze, you have no idea what's available. You have no idea how far you can take it. The snowflake, I went up only because I don't care about completing a snowflake branch. I just want the boost. But as far as grabbing any of these players, no one has a clue what is available or what is possible. So if anybody says they understand, they don't. Can I make a video on freeze? No, I cannot make a video on freeze. I will not make a video on freeze because we don't know enough about it. You still have 2 more events that are going to be released that will be spitting out snowflakes. You have Boxing Day, which is giving out snowflakes, and you have the New Year's event that are both giving out snowflakes. There's no way to plan. EA is trickling out parts to this. So you really don't have any idea of what is utterly possible. The best advice I could give you, which you can tell I didn't do, is hold on to all of your snowflakes until you have to actually purchase something. That will give you the best idea of what is actually free to play, what is available, and what isn't. But if you look at the snowmen, you still have 2 more events that haven't even been released. And I guarantee you're not going to know shit about New Year's until New Year's. They're not going to open that up until the event starts. Here, I love this game, and I'm not someone who badmouths EA, but they have fucked this event all up. I mean, here's how far EA has phoned it in on this game. That's the Scream Team loading screen. We're still dealing with the Scream Team loading screen. That's a problem. Okay. You get 800 snowflakes in La Liga Rivals and others in Boxing Day and New Year's. Yeah. Lindorf is more than likely going to be free to play. But I have a feeling you're going to get a whole lot more snowflakes before the whole thing's said and done. That's why I'm just not that worried about it. Your loading screen has changed. Mine has not. There's a freeze loading screen. Oh, see that? Content update. Someone heard me bitching. So how long has the loading screen been fixed? Because freeze has been out now for a few days. See, I've still got the Scream loading screen. I don't know. Thanks for the league invitation, but I'm in a league. Let's see what else we got. 1 week. Yeah, a week, and I'm still dealing with the old loading screen. Who's going for Messi or wants him? Okay, Amy asks, is it worth it to spend $5 million on gifts from the store? I agree with Ronaldo. Wait, don't rush. That's what I've done. I'm not buying them yet. Now, if I loaded up the game and saw a worthwhile, a large amount of boost or a Liverpool player that I would really like to have, let's say you could grab. Well, I've grabbed all the program players, so it wouldn't be a player. But let's say that there's like 5,000 boost for master gifts, then I would probably spend the $5 million hoping for it, but that's about it. Due to gifts, Messi will be free to play? No. I don't think that there is any possibility that Messi will be possible unless you spend 25 to 30,000 gems. That's my take on it. I just don't see, there's not enough La Liga rival points available. Should I go for La Liga rival points or freeze points with the gifts? I'm definitely not going for La Liga rival points. I think that event's kind of dead as far as the value goes. I just don't, there's not enough there to be able to make a difference. I mean, 640, I think, we've kind of figured it out to be about 1,900 available, and you need 3,000. You're trying to make up 1,100 La Liga rival points. I just don't see that as being possible. What's my team of the year? What's my preference on gifts? Informed player asks. My preference is definitely boost. That's the only thing I'll spend my gifts on. Yeah. I know I'm biased when it comes to Liverpool, but it's probably one of those things where you look at your own child and you assume that your kid is the cutest kid in the world, and you can't understand how anybody else could not see that your kid is the cutest kid in the world. That's kind of how I look at Liverpool. And with the year they had last year and the way they're playing at the beginning of this season, I cannot put together a team of the year that doesn't have at least 4 Liverpool players in it. I don't know how you could put together a team of the year squad without Van Dijk, without Mane, without Salah, and without Alisson. I think those 4 kind of have to be in there. Now, they might not all be starters, but those 4 have to be there. And I think you're going to find Robertson, and I think you're going to find Trent Alexander-Arnold in Team of the Year somewhere. And Kevin De Bruyne, you're probably going to have Aguero, whether or not I believe he's worth it. You're going to have, you're definitely going to have Sterling from the EPL. But really, maybe Aubameyang, and Bernardo Silva. You'll see Silva there. But beyond that, I just don't see any of there being anybody from the EPL that's really stood out for me this year to be involved. Do I think Messi will be in there? Yes, Messi will be in there. But no, I don't think you're going to have a Messi card over a Salah. I think, assuming that I think you have to have them both in there. Lewandowski, I didn't forget him, but you get to a point where you have so many strikers, and you remember the way they've done this in the past is a lot of times they'll trickle out the attack, and there will be a ton of reserves. I don't see Mbappe getting a starting card. I just don't. Zaha? Nah, I don't see Zaha there. Maybe as a reserve. De Jong, yes. Yeah, there's quite a few of those. I'm trying to think. If you look at that team, where's his card? There's several decent cards that you could see in Team of the Year. Oops. Really, if you were going to put together a national team based on their performances for the year, holy crap, Netherlands should have one hell of a national team. Vardy has a shot at getting one, Zachariah asks. I don't know. Yeah. Liverpool, Barcelona, Real Madrid, and Man City. Those are going to be your 4 teams that flood Team of the Year. Yeah, long time no see. Eden Hazard being Team of the Year? I don't think so. I don't think he'll make the Team of the Year. He'll be there, but he may be a reserve. Or one of their, they always have, special Team of the Year cards that are part of another thing. In fact, that's kind of what I think is going to happen with Messi and Salah. There's so many attackers, and what they've done in the past is, with Team of the Year, Team of the Season, is they'll have their starting 11, and then they'll have a side hustle on the event. There'll be a side chick player that you can earn, whatever to get a hold of him. As a Madrid fan, I don't think there will be a starter for Madrid. Let's be honest, this past year hasn't been great for us. Yeah, but you have to... Okay, you need to remember, Team of the Year isn't always about how well the team does. If that was the case, Aubameyang would never be in there. But it's about individual player performance, and it's not just their league team; it's their national team where they're playing both seasons, and it's not a season team. It's how last season. It's calendar year, Team of the Year. What happened in 2019? So just because Real Madrid didn't have, they haven't had the spectacular end to last season that, once Ronaldo kind of left the building, things didn't go completely as planned. That doesn't mean that any of those players haven't earned a spot in Team of the Year. Israel's like the dude from Goodfellas says everything 5 times. Yes. It's like the stuttering comments. I don't know. I stumble. I stutter a lot when I talk. Just, it's not stuttering, but it's, so I get it. Maybe his enter key is stuck. Lane Mentor, can you get a shout out? No. Just kidding. Sure. Is the master from Free's Gift free to play? The master player in the Free's Gift free to play. Only if you're spending $5 million on the gift packs and you wait long enough and you open some gift packs, but no. I mean, you're averaging on those gift packs. You're getting 1 to 11. So you open 5, you could get 5 master gifts. But you're getting 2 a day as part of the event. So I think it's more about waiting than it is opening those 5 million coin packs. So you're guaranteed 2 a day. And you're going to have this the rest of the event. So another 7 days at least for this. So you're going to end up 14 plus 4. Where's it at? It's right there. And they take 25. I mean, you're going to have to open some packs to get it. But yeah, you should be able to grab one master player before it's done. You just got to pay attention and only grab the one you really, really want. Have I voted yet on EA for my team of the year? No, I haven't. I haven't gotten around to it. It's just been a really busy week. I don't think I probably won't vote. Lewandowski's too underrated. I would agree with that. I like Lewandowski. Neymar won't make it. No, no, he's not going to make it. $90+ every reset. I believe so. I think there is going to be a master every reset. Best header, Weghorst or De Jong from Valencia. Anyone tell me, please. I think Weghorst. That guy finishes everything. Ronaldo, yeah. Ronaldo will have a... Honestly, I think Ronaldo's going to have a team of the week after that header this week. The only thing about Ronaldo I want to say is him leaving Real Madrid and going to what I feel is a... How do I say this? Juventus kind of dominates because the competition level for them, it's just not... It's not realistic. It would be if you grabbed Messi and said, hey, he's retiring this year and he's going to the MLS. What do you think would happen? He would break so many records and he would destroy everyone in that league. When we saw Ibra come to the MLS, it was kind of like taking a professional player and putting him on a high school team. It's just not really that fair. And that's kind of what happened when Ronaldo ran away from his money problems and went to Juventus to skip out on the taxes. I don't know. EA's idea on Team of the Week has really been pissing me off. Okay, investment tips. So right now, the problem has been, the problem has been right now with the investments is the value of the cards have gone up. So there really hasn't been a chance to buy anybody. So the reason I've got all the money I have right now, I think I've sold between 40 and 60 million in players over the last couple of weeks. And mostly I've spent it on boost. So if you look at upgrading the boost. So if you look at the boost, I've upgraded nearly almost everything that I use up to 11 or 12. That shit gets expensive. When you take an 8 and go to 12 with it, you're out a couple of million. So when you do that to 5 or 6 boosts, there's 10 to 12 million that are gone. But I've been buying elites, and I've been telling everybody for the last couple of weeks, buy elites, buy elites, buy elites, because the value in that range of the market was low. At any given time, you could do a search for this and start with 100,000, and usually it would show between 15 to 20 cards that were already sold. And you could refresh a few times and buy 5 or 6 elites. And you just kept repeating that until you had 200 to 500 elites that you have less than 100,000 invested in. Doesn't matter who they are. Didn't matter. You just grab elites. Now, the median value on elites has went up to about 125,000. That's actually even higher than that right now. So, let's say 135. You're looking for that value range Okay, so there we are. About 135,000. A week ago, you could do that same search for 100,000 and buy 6 cards. Now, I won't buy 6 cards at 130,000 because for me to feel that that value for selling them is worth it, then I would need to be able to sell these things for 260,000. I don't think that card is ever going to be worth 260,000. I might be able to get 180 to 200,000 out of it eventually, but no, not right now. But a week or two ago when you could, that's when you wanted to buy those elites. Now we're selling those elites because the market is up. But you got to check the value, and you're looking for any card that's posting 135 to 140,000. Oh, there you go. Where was that? That must have been a premium. I have one premium at 150. So will that sell? Maybe. And that's, like I said, that's a card I paid under 100,000 for. That's the biggest investment right now that you're selling out of. These aren't investments you can make. The only thing that I can suggest right now that you want to consider buying is the Real Madrid cards because they're cheap. Depends on the card. Any elite for Real that you can get for under 600,000 is worth investing in because I think those cards will go back up eventually. But they're not going to double in value, which is why I've only bought a couple. I've already sold my Real Madrid investments. But here is where I'm making the major portion of my reusable coins. 69 rated search. I've got videos on this, but I'll show it for you guys right now. 69 rated, 800 coins. That's it. Ta-da. And I'm buying anybody that pops up. I'm trying not to buy more than 2 to 3 of any one card at any given time. If it's somebody I've got too many of, I'll hold. But you can usually go through them by 30, 40 cards. If I see a gold, I'll buy them too. You just run through, you buy your cards. Anybody that pops up, if I see someone right now that I don't have, I just went through all my silvers and listed about 700 here about an hour ago, so I kind of know who I'm missing, who's been selling, and who's dead at the moment. Once you grab these cards, and obviously I'm not paying more than 800 coins for them. Normally I would just buy them all. Buy every single coin, every single card. Then, not right away, because it's not farming. This is long-term investments. Skip through these. Then I'm just going to get up tomorrow and start checking. And anybody that shows up 1,500 coins or higher, I'll list. You just get used to this quick check. There's a 1,500 coin. Where was that? Somebody showed me 1,500. Was that a card I just bought? So then I'll sell the cards for, that's a double. I doubled my coins. It doesn't seem like much. Like, oh, yay, I made 700 coins. I made 800 coins. But when you do it to 1,000 cards, it adds up quick, especially when you start selling some of these cards for 15,000, 25,000, 50,000. We had a couple of cards today that sold for over 100,000. A card that we paid 800 coins for sold 100,000. So like right here, I'm just doubling coins, and it doesn't feel like it's much. It's not a lot of profit, but it adds up, and it adds up quick. And you can always make money on silvers. I've been doing this since FIFA Mobile began. 4 seasons of this selling silvers. There we go, 5,000. For a player that I paid 800 coins for. And when you do that to quite a few, it adds up. It really starts to add up. That's my best advice for making coins right now, because there's really no big long-term investments other than whatever master pops up in the gift packs and buying and selling silvers. What just sold? Okay. What did I miss? You guys are going crazy here again. No, Messi and Hazard are not free to play. Matthew asks, when is the Freeze video coming out? There is no Freeze video coming out. I am not doing a video for Freeze. Yes. I don't know why this is still confusing to people. La Liga Rivals, to go for any of these master players, let's just say you want Hazard, you have to grab, before you're allowed to play this match, you have to claim Carvajal, Marcelo, Valverde. You have to claim all three, which requires 3,050 La Liga Rival points. Then you have to use those 3 and 8 more Real Madrid, or you claim all 3 of those for 3,050 and 8 more Barcelona players. All of that is required to play that match. The problem is the event only spits out 1,500, just shy of 1,600. There are 300 La Liga Rival points as part of the Freeze calendar, which gives you about 1,800 to 1,900 La Liga Rival points. There may be 100 or 200 available in another event or anything else you can grab, which means those are going to go up to, let's say, 2,000, which means you're 1,000 La Liga Rival points short of grabbing any of these things, and the cost to buy La Liga Rival points is 100 per 2,500 gems. You need to buy 10. That's 25,000 to 30,000 gems. Is that free to play? I don't think it is. Messi is free to play if you have the gems. Yeah, he's free to play if you have 30,000 gems. And can you have 30,000 gems right now? Yes, you can have 30,000 gems right now. But you can't have 30,000 gems right now if you haven't spent money at some point. I hope that makes sense. So is he free to play? No. No, he's not free to play. Close, but no cigar. But again, I mean, you should be able to pick him up for $35 million in the market. And there's an easy way to make $35 to $40 million. It's just not really worth it to me. Which goes back to what I'm always saying. Boost, boost, boost. That's where I spend all of my opportunities for anything, is just on the boost. Coins are easy to come by. I mean, there's a means to them. Let's see. Where'd we leave off? $28 million for Messi. I'm just curious. Oh, I'm not selling Messi. I don't have Messi. I think we looked at that. The striker, $38 million. I think that was the cheapest I saw in my market, $38 million for a static. As the event comes to an end, Messi will drop more. I don't think he's going to drop. He's not going to drop more. It doesn't matter. I don't think that value of that card's going to drop because it's not like more people are going to grab him eventually. I don't think that's going to happen. It's the same reason Mane started at 30 million and he's now up to 37 million. Because he's not a free-to-play player. How to make a quick 3 to 4 million. You got to have the cards to sell. It's not a quick. Because of suggested price, there's no way to make a quick coin in this game. Nothing you can do. There are a few, every once in a while you'll have a moment where you can buy something and turn around and sell it for double the money. But it's not something you can do readily like we could in the last season. So there's no way to make a quick 3 to 4 million. Now, if you're talking quick like a week, then yeah, there's lots of ways to do it. But if you're talking quick like I need it tonight, no, it's not going to happen. Unless you have players that you've already invested in and you want to get rid of them. Let's see. You really ideally want a taller striker with physical. Why is Hazard cheaper than Messi? Why indeed? I think it has more to do with the fact that he's a left wing and he's not it's not a player that you rely on in your squad because it's on the far side of the field. Which is my another beef with EA only allowing you to play one direction on this. I still say this card is one hell of a striker. He's slow, but God, he can finish anything. And I'm using him in my versus squad and I'm using him for everything. Whoever it was that told me to buy him a few weeks ago in the live stream, I owe you one because that was awesome. Literally finishes everything. So where are we at here? I'm about to end this thing tonight. 5 more league wins. Okay, someone asked where I was at on the Zidane campaign. That stupid Barcelona match. That's where I'm stuck. I've tried it a few times and can't seem to get the second goal. That Wijnaldum UCL card is great. I like that card a lot. He finishes a lot. Not with his head, but he does finish a lot. And he controls the middle of the field. And it's a 19 chemistry card. How many goals and league wins do you have? Use Mariano. For the Zidane campaign, I don't think I have him in my squad. Let's see. Still no list of Freeze gift events. Team of the year is mid-January. Yes. I'm thinking if La Liga Rivals came early, then what's coming in for its spot later? That's weird because El Clasico was so early this year. I don't know. They're going to have to add something in. There's a gap, which this one kind of hit me. I mean, I knew El Clasico was coming, but I didn't realize that La Liga Rivals was going to be in December. see. Clinton made 1.3 million coins in 1 week in Silver 69 investments. That is awesome. I think I made a couple of million the other day in 1 day just selling silvers. But the key is I have so many silvers. I mean, if you look at what I've got listed, I mean, these are just the ones I have listed to put in the parking lot. And that's a lot of silvers. They just keep going and going and going. I think I have about 800 listed plus in my squad. 700. So I have about 1,500 silvers right now. Why not use gold for the method? The reason being is the gold the market doesn't get flooded with the gold the way the silvers do. And the way the suggested price is based on, the way the bot market works, it has more to do with how many are being listed, the rarity of the car, what its spawn rate is. That's how you end up getting a huge gap in the prices. And that's how a card can be worth 600 coins at 10 a.m. and worth 10,000 coins at 11 a.m. You just have to keep checking and you watch it. Will players go up in price again at Team of the Week especially? It depends. Values, week to week, the value on players goes up, it goes down. You just have to watch it, and you have to pay attention to what time of the day you're looking, what time of the week you're looking. That is an expensive card. Power header. So that's who I need. That's who I should be using. We'll buy one. Will Courtois go up? Maybe. He's pretty cheap right now. So we'll see. I have silver is just around 500K, but I'm not selling it. If you have a silver that suggests around 500,000, he's not going to sell. Sometimes you have to find a reasonable value. So I've never listed a card for more than 125,000. I may drop it down just to see where he goes. Let's see. Actually, I have another Real Madrid squad. Let's try that one. Oh, actually, I think I would leave him in the 4-2-4 squad. I need to train him. Should I use some XP? I have XP somewhere. We'll take him to 80. Just to get the chemistry out of him. All right, that's what we'll try. I'll try it later, and we'll see if it works. And if so, you get credit. It kept Scream Team Vardy to sell late in the game when Scream Team players' prices just skyrocketed last year. Yeah, it's different this year because Scream Team is at the beginning of the season instead of at the end of the season. I don't know. I still have my one of the Pickfords. I'm still waiting for that card to go up over 3 mil. More than 2,000 of 1,000 XP, just get frustrated tapping it again and again and again to use it. The only thing you can do is just hit the plus, but you can't have players to use. Like for yeah, see, like if you just hit the plus and it throws everybody up there, you just have to get rid of everybody except for the players. Sucks. Now I only used my XP for my Alisson for a long time. And then once he hit 96 and I need to use 1,000,000, I've just kind of slowed down. And I've been using XP for a little bit here and there. I bumped up Van Dyke just to grab the... where was it? Oh, yeah, that's right. It was Freeze. One of the snowmen thing. You had to have 300,000 in training XP. Someone asked where I was at. Oh, yeah, 7 of 8 league wins. Honestly, I don't think my league's lost a match in 3 weeks. I think we've won every single league versus league. Okay. What was the question? I'm right there for Zidane. I think I just have to finish that out. I haven't looked at the milestones to see where I'm at. Yeah, that's it. I need to finish that career part 3, and I need to beat that damn Man City game. That thing is a brutal bitch. I honestly think I've had more heartache playing that match than I did the Roma before it got nerfed. Let's see. I think somebody sold. All right, I think that's about it. Hour and 18 minutes in. Mariano and Veghorst. See, the problem with I can't use 4-2-4 for the City game. I haven't tried that. No, wait. That's the formation I've been using. That's the one I was using for the City match. Was the 4-2-4. That Promes card is so damn fast. Ox is fast. Henry is ridiculous. Stats don't show how fast he is. Werner is a quick card who can finish. I love that card. Timo Werner, that is a great card. I don't know why he's so cheap. That is a great card. Okay, I just checked FIFA renders and Courtois jumping stat, jumping 6+ on 96 to 97. Will it matter on versus? That is an excellent question. I don't know. Because it's hard to tell, because when you play against... See, when I play against that Star Pass Courtois, I hate playing against him. To me, coming up against him, a trained Courtois, that is a great keeper. At his base, 90, not so much. But once he gets trained to like 93, 94, 95, he seems to save everything. I don't know if the jumping stats really makes a big... I don't know if the jumping stats make a big difference, but in versus, because you're using him to defend, but I don't like playing against Courtois. I think he's a great keeper. I just wouldn't put him into my squad because I like my Alisson, even though he's not the best. He's definitely not the best. City game made me broke my phone. Play the City game. I will play the City game. We'll use this one, except we'll switch out. We'll switch. Actually, I'm going to do this. Where's he at? We'll see how he does. Just to do it. So that's active. Wait, we've got something we can upgrade. Is it his boost? Why not? It's only coins. Ah, shit, I can't use him. He's got to be 90, and I'm not training him up that way. We'll do this and see what happens. Okay, how to get coins. I am stuck on 1,000,000 for ages. That's why I was talking about the silvers. 69 rated silvers, 800 max coin. Buy 1,000 of them. Spend your 1,000,000 coins. And then just start selling them at suggested price. It'll take you a week. You'll earn your 1,000,000 back. And then from there on out, it's nothing but profit. That's what I did when the market opened up. And I've just been moving that forward from there. See, the problem with this match is once you gain possession, it seems like stuff that should go in doesn't. Did I just miss my opportunity for the goal? See, now what I was doing before is as soon as if I wasn't a goal in at half, I was resetting. I was forfeiting. I'll just play this one out. We'll see how far I can take this. It's taking everything in my power not to just forfeit. Mathematically, if you don't have the first goal by 60 minutes, there's no way you're going to get 5 in 30. I'm already past my point of no return, though, so I'm doing it. Can't keep doing it. 50th try. You had Bale, but you had Bale trained. Was it the Bale from the Zidane campaign? I may have played this maybe 10 times so far. That was not where I wanted it. I say I've played it 10 times. I mean, I finished it 10 times. Most of the time, I've been forfeiting. Just if I don't have a goal at 45, I usually forfeit. Well, that sucked. Are you guys really losing on a game that have been making a fool out of you for 50 times? 50 times? Yes. That is what this campaign is all about. And what's worse is it's for a player I would never put in my squad. I mean, I'll never use Sterling. That's why I love that Veghorst card. Why be mere puppets of EA? I don't think you really understand this game. We're not puppets of EA playing a match. This is more about pride than it is anything. Just the fact that I really want to beat this game. It's supposed to be a through ball. Like that. That was a through ball. No! Why would we dribble it out? That UCL Oxley Chamberlain is a great card too. I've been really happy with that. Again, another header. So we have 14 minutes for 3 goals. That's not going to happen. Damn it. Tried to go direct. Not a smart tactical decision for sure. See, it gets to the point with this match, I like to take my time. And work 2 or 3 players in around the outside edge for the cross. And you just don't have the time to do it in this match. Yeah. Just don't have the time. Should I sell all my team of the week before December 25th? Oh, in reference to the big team of the week change coming. I don't know. I haven't really seen what's going to happen with the team of the week thing. I think they're going to put a hold on team of the week for a week or two, and they're going to be offering all the old team of the week stuff coming back. Whether or not the value on those things is going to drop, it probably will, but I think it'll bounce back after that stuff dies. So I'm not going to sell mine. All right, that's a good place to stop it. We'll give Man City another try. Hopefully, before I live stream again, I'll at least have Sterling to be able to say I finished it. We'll see. Might take me a couple 100 tries, though. We'll see. And, okay, Kairos time. Don't use Werner. Use Vardy. I can switch them around. I just haven't figured out exactly where I'm going to try to see it. Cut inside for a finesse shot. You did it in your 3rd try. Well, whoopee fucking do. Not my 3rd try. I'm still playing it. Let's see. Is it worth to sell Aubameyang? I sold mine for $2.3 million recently. I think I got rid of all of mine. When is the next stream? I am traveling again tomorrow, so I can't do the Friday morning streams for me. I'll try to stream this weekend, but after tomorrow morning, I am on vacation. So I will be home all next week. And I will probably stream at least once this weekend and maybe a couple of times next weekend, and then we'll go from there. So I can't tell you when the next stream is because I don't quite know. Tomorrow is Star Wars Day for me. No stream, I'm traveling, and then I'm getting back, and I'm watching Rise of Skywalker. And that's where we'll end it. All right, guys, thanks for coming in and spending some time with me tonight. And as long as you guys keep watching, I'll keep making content. Make sure you check out the podcast for this week. And subscribe. Where are we at right now for the channel? Right about 80 8,300 subscribers. I really wanted to try to hit 10,000 by the end of the year. We're not going to make it, but we're going to get close. Thanks to everybody who's subscribed, and hopefully I can at least maybe hit 9,000 by the end of the year. But I appreciate all the help you guys and support you've done over the last year. It's really, we're at about a year anniversary for this. It's about a year since I started this channel. So almost 9,000 subscribers in a year is pretty worth it. We'll keep it going. Hopefully next year will be just as good. So thanks a lot for watching tonight. And if I do stream again this weekend, I'll probably do it within the next day or so. So just pay attention. Make sure you've got notifications turned on so you can see when I'm streaming and see about getting involved. Plus, if you don't see it on here, you can always catch me on Twitch. I'll stream at least once or twice a day. Sometimes they're short, 10-minute streams. Sometimes they're longer if I'm playing around in the market. If I'm on Twitch only, I usually play without a microphone, and because I'm at the gym, I don't run a mic. I just play with music. So as long as you guys watch it muted, you can at least see what I'm doing in the market and where I'm at. And we'll go from there. So enjoy, guys, and have a good weekend, and I'll be back in a day or two. All right. Thanks a lot.